And we are, yes, we are officially live for all of you watching. Let's move this out of the way today. Oof. Yes, for all of you watching around the world, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? Well, number one, for each and every one of you that are here, congratulations. You got to be insane to be here to watch me eat some sushi. But you are here. And for all of you watching, if you haven't already, hit that like button over here. Hit that like button, tap the screen a couple times. For all of you watching, do you like sushi? On the stream, we're going to do some food tasting, sushi 10 out of 10, and top red whiskey pairing with this beautiful, look at this. This is Nigiri. Yes, this is Nigiri. Look at this. I don't even know. Do I put it this way? You know what? It looks good, I think, right here. Today, we're going to be doing a beautiful pairing. And you know what? Maybe we should switch up. What do you think? We switch up to party mode already? We're going to do a lot of things. For all of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm going to be drinking some pairing whiskey with some sushi. And for each and every one of you that are here and have been here from the beginning, from the last stream, from the other stream, you guys are amazing. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. If you don't know what time it is, always have a watch on and always know the time. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. All right, I have to say the sun, it was blazing hot, but I think officially, I think it's time for me to finally just go to party mode. I know some of you want me to go to party mode, and I think maybe we should. Might as well just do party mode and go straight into it. If you see these sushis, yes, these sushis are what we're going to be tasting with a little bit of whiskey. If you haven't already tuned in, tune in. I'm going to show you how to have some sushi. I know many of you don't know how to. And as a matter of fact, I actually learned how to eat sushi last year. I've been doing it wrong. I've been completely doing it wrong. And you're going to see on the stream exactly why I've been doing it wrong. And maybe some of you have been doing it wrong. So for some of you, yes, I want to make sure that you guys know what we're going to be drinking. And you know what? Maybe I should. Let's do party mode. What about it? We should do party mode, shouldn't we? Before we do party mode. So again, here we go. Look at how beautiful this is. Ooh, so decadent, so beautiful. Yes, it's so decadent, so beautiful. Don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, I think we should go to party mode, yes? All right. First things first, there's going to be a whiskey that I'm going to be putting on the stream with this. Pairing. Couple whiskeys that we're going to do with pairing with this. Also, I'm also going to be doing some beer. Why am I going to do beer with this? Because you need something good. If you don't have anything good, then what you got? You got nothing, yes? You got nothing. You have to be number one. You have to do the perfect things. For all of you, this is Japanese whiskey. And some of you don't like whiskey, and I completely understand. Remember, if you don't know how to use thongs, these aren't thongs, I was thinking about barbecue. If you don't know how to use bamboo sticks, I'll show you how to use them. And also, we might have to go to party mode, and the beer that I suggest all of you to have is something crispy. So something crispy that I have, we're going to have to take it out. We're going to have to take it out soon, yes? We're going to take it out soon. You know what? It's all the things I have to do on the stream. It's so many things. First off, the whiskeys that I'm going to show. Yes, this is one of the whiskeys out here that I would suggest you to have with beautiful sushi. If you haven't bought this one, go check it out. One of the best. Yes, one of the best ever that you can find if you're into Japanese whiskey or if you're into having just sushi in general. It's an ugly bottle. I think it's pretty cool. Point of the matter is, that's one. Two, this is one of my favorites. If you haven't already bought this one, go check it out. If you really like sushi, go check it out. You can have this with your sushi, okay? These are two options that you can get easily. I do know that many of you, very hard, and there is bourbons and ryes that I'm going to be putting on the stream. I'm looking forward to this, but I have to take off my mask to do this. And you guys already know, I'm just so wanting, look at this, I'm so wanting to have this. It is so beautiful. Not only is it beautiful, Hamachi. Here we go. Let me just show you. Hamachi. Yes. And I put this together. Hamachi. Tuna. and salmon. Yes, yes, hamachi, tuna, and salmon. I'm going to show you exactly how to eat sushi. Some of you don't know how, and I'm going to have to say a big shout out to Brad Pitt. If it wasn't for Brad Pitt, yes, if it wasn't for Brad Pitt, I wouldn't have known how to eat this sushi. So huge shout out to Brad Pitt. I know Brad Pitt, you guys know who Brad Pitt is. Huge shout outs to Brad Pitt. Huge shout outs to Brad Pitt. Thank you so much, Brad Pitt, for letting me know how to do this. Yes, yes. I do know that this is not an act. This is real deal. But Brad Pitt, thank you so much, Brad Pitt, for letting me know how to eat sushi, because I didn't know how to eat sushi. And we're going to do this, and I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing. First off, I have to thank each and every one of you that are part of the streams, each and every one of you that are here, each and every one of you that are always hitting the like button. If you haven't hit that like button, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. My hands are huge. Yes, you see me on the short videos showing my hands, showing you bottles of whiskey. And at the end of the day, not only showing you bottles of whiskey, also showing you every top-rated whiskey, right? So, for all of you, I'm exceptionally ready for this. We have our glass over here ready to go. Am I going to drink whiskey? Of course I'm going to drink whiskey of this. Before anything, get your Glen Carrots. How many of you have your Glen Carrots? Shout out to all of you. Get your Glen Carrots. Yes, yes, yes. Hit that like button. Get your Glen Carrots. And I'm missing something. I'm missing something. This is beautiful, but I am missing something, and you know what I'm missing. If you don't know what I'm missing, I'm going to tell you. If you don't know what I'm missing, I'm going to tell you. I'm missing a beer. And yes, yes. I'm missing a beer. Let's go to party mode. Oof! Got a bunch of you watching. Shout out to all of you. So on the stream, woo! Look at that. We're gonna be drinking some beer. Not only we're gonna be drinking beer, huge shout outs to Brad Pitt. Also, I do know that for some of you, if you haven't already looked, we got a couple stuff here that are beautiful. And we're going to be doing them. So stay tuned for this. If you're interested, you're going to see what I'm going to be doing. First off, I have to take off my mask. Yes, yes. So for all of you, yes, yes, we're going to be doing this. I start taking off the mask so we get it going. And I hope for all of you watching, hope you enjoy this whole stream. Ooh! Ladies and gentlemen, not only am I going to take off the mask, on the stream, we're going to be drinking some whiskeys, and the pairings on here with this whiskey is going to be one of the following. If you thought it was going to be the single barrel, I'm not putting the single barrel with this whiskey. No, no. I will be putting on the stream with this whiskey, Japanese whiskey, and not only that, if you're American, I will be putting this over here. Yes. This is a straight rye. If you want a good punch to your sushi, you will hit that like button. Let's get those likes up, baby. We need those likes. We have 100 and some people watching. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. Also, for all of you Americans, don't forget, I'll be doing this right here. Let's get those likes up to 100. Let's get those likes up to 100. I might be giving something away if we get those likes to 100. But for all of you, we're 10 minutes in. 10 minutes in, you guys are loving these streams, yes? Loving these streams, yes? Okay, so let me explain to you. We're going to be probably drinking this one. And, again, if you haven't already noticed, let's start doing this. First thing you need to do, we're going to be doing beer, right? Boom. We'll be doing beer. This is going to be the beer we're drinking. We're going to be drinking also a whiskey. Before I do a whiskey, this is what I'm going to show you. Okay? First off, you need wasabi, okay? You need wasabi, you need ginger, good ginger. You also need soy sauce. Those are the main things you're gonna need when you're eating beautiful sushi with your whiskey, okay? Make sure, all right, hit that like button. A couple different ones here that we have. The one to the left side is tuna. The one that's pink is tuna. The one in the middle is salmon nigiri, and then we have hamachi at the end. Hamachi is it's just so good, man. Hamachi, that is my favorite fish. Anyways, point of the matter is, I like salmon too. I do like salmon, and for some of you, let's start off the stream. The first thing we need to do for all of you to learn how to eat sushi. All right, first thing you will need, if you need to learn how to eat sushi, always, shout out to all of you, always make sure that there is no bamboo, no wood that's going to really kill you, right? You could get a little bit of wood sometimes here. By the way, this stream, if you send super chats, I'll give a huge shout out. Over here, yes, Pack from FYCB is butt cheeks one word, or do you spread them apart? That's amazing. You officially spread them apart, but never put your face in them unless you want pink eye. Shout out to Pack. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. And for all of you watching, let me do this over here. Yes. I'm going to show you how to do this. Pop is open. Once you do that, make sure the tips, just like when you do it at night, make sure the tip doesn't have a hole or has anything. So here we go. Shout out to the first super chatter. All right. So for some of you, you probably don't know what to do when you're having sushi. Okay, shout out to 140 people watching. Hit that like button if you know what's good for you. For all of you, let me say this. 120-something people watching. First thing you have to understand is which one piece you want to have first. First off, we're going to start off by opening our soy sauce, yes? There we go. Damn, that soy sauce is blunt. It's real blunt in my mouth. Beautiful, okay? All right. We have this going. You see it? Okay, you're going to be using wasabi. Yes, you're going to be using wasabi, and you're going to use ginger to clean your palate. So for some of you, let me show you how to use chopsticks. Before we do chopsticks, let me just say this. Before we do chopsticks, I need to freeze this up. This is the beer that we're going to be drinking on the stream to pair this with sushi. This is one of the best beers you're going to have that's crispy, nice. I'm not even Mexican. I'm American, and I know this is one of the best. Okay, make sure to officially put this in your freezer. So we're gonna put two of these honky dories. We're gonna put two of these honky dories right in my freezer. Here we go, right in my freezer. Boom! Right in my freezer. Okay, you got that going, right? Good. Hit that like button. Let's get those likes up to 200. 200, and the next super chatter, I'll give another super chat, and I'll let you know what's up. I'll tell you your future. Anybody that super chats me, I'll tell you your future right now. Yes, the Reaper will. Okay, here we go. First thing you need to do is use one. Just use one. Somebody says wasabi's nasty. I used to think so. Here we go. What we're going to do is right here. The first thing you want to do, shout out to my chat room. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, here we go. First thing you're going to do is you're going to put this. You're going to use this like if it's a pencil. You guys ever used a pencil before? I know many of you have gone to school. None of you dropped that in first grade, have you? How many of you dropped down in third grade? Raise your hand. How many of you dropped down in fifth grade? Good. So you know how to use a pencil. So the first thing you're going to use is, you're going to use this like a pencil, okay? You see how you can move this? You can move it, right? You move it, right? Good, good. Shout out to all of you. I'm teaching some of you. Now, if somebody just dropped out in kindergarten, Lord heavens, you probably dumb. Anyways, here we go. Again, you do is hit that like button. Okay, so what you're going to do is, all right, use this like a pencil. Like if you're doing by the way, I do autographs at 6 p.m. I do autographs at 6 p.m. if anybody wants to know. Okay, shout out to all of you. So we're going to use that, and we're going to tend to have it right here. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button. There we go. All right. Boom, boom. Okay, so now you have it here. Boom, boom. If we have an Asian person in the chat room, they say they don't like sushi, they're frauds. Over here, April in the chat room, $2. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Shout out to April Neal. If you don't see April Neal, she likes tacos. Mexican women do not like sushi. Anyways, point of matters, you have this going now. Yes, you got that? There we go. Put it right here. There it's going. And now, you're going to use the other one just to officially, you're going to use 2 fingers. You're going to put them right here. Put them right between. You're not going to be moving this at all now. Now you're not going to move it, right? Boom, boom, boom. So now if you want to pick somebody up, boom. Pick somebody up, bam, boom, 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 boom. Somebody in your nose, bang, boom. Okay, so now you know how to use chopsticks. All right? Shout out to all of you to know what chopsticks are. Okay, now you know how to do it. Now, I'm going to say this. You could get it longer, shorter. You could put it all the way. Some of you that don't like sushi, ching dong dong, ching dong dong, like that. You could do it like that. I'm not Chinese, so I'm gonna say this. I will be putting it halfway. That's what I usually do. The Asians, the Chinese, ding dong dong, they put it all the way like that. I don't know why. Anyways, I do it halfway. Shout out to the Vietnamese people in the chat room. Anybody's Vietnamese? Anybody from South Korea? How many of you from Japan? How many of you from Japan in the chat room? Nobody from Japan. And thank you so much, Ant, for adding to the stream. A little appreciation. Antrutsky. Thank you so much. For anybody that's in Super Chats on the stream, I'll give you a huge shout out. Okay, first off, we have this going, right? Make sure to ask the waitress or the waiter for something. Waiter, waitress. Make sure if it's a waiter or waitress, make sure it's a waitress. All right, waitress. Okay, now we're gonna do the whiskey. Now the whiskey that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing Nikka whiskey. You guys probably heard wrong. I don't know what you heard. This is called Nikka whiskey. I don't know what you guys heard, Nikka whiskey from the barrel, but this is the real deal. If you haven't had this, this is what you're gonna have. This is what you're going to get. So now we're going to pour it up. If you haven't got your Nikka whiskey, get your Nikka whiskey. It's from the barrel. Nikka whiskey from the barrel. You see it? Beautiful. Why did I pick this one? Because it's one of the best. Real Nikkas. Real Nikka whiskey. Real Nikka whiskey. Shout out to all of you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. If you don't know, have to super chat next to where you're typing. There's a money sign. You could get a huge shout out if you do. All right, for all of you. Shh. That's real Nikka whiskey. Real Nikka whiskey. Real Nikka whiskey. Here we go. You see it? Take a photo, take a photo, take a photo. Real Nikka whiskey. Nikka whiskey. There we go. All right, so we're going to have this over here. Boom. All right, anyways, we got this going. I'm ready to show you how to eat. Now, for some of you, bear with me because I've never done an eating stream before like this where you see me eat. It's like seeing me. It's like seeing me do it. It's kind of weird, man. It's the first time I've ever done it in front of you guys. So here we go. We're gonna do this. Let me know what view is better, moderators. Let me know what view is better, moderators. The sushi in the back, or you prefer the sushi in the front? Which one do you rather have? Sushi in the front like this, or sushi in the back? In the front, sushi in the front, or in the back? Let me know. Ooh, Farm Kitty says sushi in the back. Okay, so that means sushi in the back. Somebody says in the back. You guys, oh man. You ladies want that sushi in the back? Okay, so that means you want the sushi right there in the back. I prefer sushi in the front, not in the back. Over here, Reaper. Reaper, we got another Reaper in the chat room. Woo! We got Reaper Games. Reaper Games, thank you so much. It's a cool little emoji. Okay, anyways, now we have this is the sushi in the back. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button, baby. You guys know what time it is. If you don't know what time it is, first is first. Over here, I stumble when I walk. Holy Lord, this guy stumbles when he walks. I do too. You know why? Because I got big old shoes. Anyways, let me show you how to drink this Nikka whiskey. And I know some of you probably think I'm saying something else. No, I'll show you how to drink this Nikka whiskey. First is first. Nose is out. Good. Don't drink it. Just nose it out. Don't drink it. Okay? We're going to officially do our first sushi. And for all of you, don't stumble when you walk. Shout out to you. Shout out to the gamer that has sent a super chat. Little appreciation on the stream where I think a lot of super chats, right? And here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good. You see it. All right. So first thing you want to do is, you're going to be doing this raw. You're going to be doing this raw. So I would suggest some of you. There's going to be hard. All right, here we go. Get your sushi, and you're going to get a little bit of wasabi. Boom. A little bit of wasabi. Now, what you do with the wasabi, you don't put it in your mouth. Hit that like button. You don't put the wasabi in your mouth. The first thing you want to do is you pick out what fish you want to have. I personally want to have tuna. So you're going to put, whoops, there goes the boy. You're going to put this right on top. Okay? I'm showing you. You guys don't know how to eat sushi. All right, you're good, right? You're good. No more wasabi on here. Now, this is what some of you don't know that you have to do, but you have to do it. You're going to have to roll this, okay? All right, so we have this over here. 5 Banaka sprays, a couple bucks for the face reveal. Okay, we have this wasabi at the top. Thank you so much, 5 Banaka. I really appreciate you for being here and watching me have that raw sushi. All right. So you have this going. Looks good. And now what you're going to do is you're going to put it sideways. Now, for some of you, you've probably never done this before. I know some of you virgins always put the sushi sideways before you do anything crazy. Some of you are virgins. You put it sideways, and right when you put it sideways, this is for some of you, a lot of virgins in the chat room. Right when you put that sushi sideways, you're going to dip it in the soy. Bang! Now, you're not going to dip it too hard, you see? Just a little bit, and then that is insane. That is insane. That is insane. Man, the amount of wasabi, it over stimulates your palate. I know some of you virgins, you don't know what stimulation is, but it overstimulates your palate. It gives you a mix of saltiness and spice. saltiness and spice. I know some of you are virgins, so now just so I get it clear, now add two. We're gonna put that Nikka whiskey. We're gonna put that Nikka whiskey to work. Beautiful Nikka whiskey from the barrel. Let's hit those like buttons. Okay, and now officially we're gonna put this to work. This whiskey is malty. It's strong. You got a little bit of pepper, a little bit of everything, but you have to make sure that it's gonna be in your mouth. So here we go. Cheers, all of you. That is so good. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? We're just gonna put this Nikka whiskey. I can't trip over my words. I gotta put this Nikka whiskey right here. This Nikka whiskey is so good with this. It overstimulates your mouth. Now you got pounded. You got pounded in your mouth with that wasabi. A wasabi pounding you really hard in your mouth, and then you get that saltiness from that soy. Right? You get that saltiness. You get that saltiness. Shout out to Articuno, that's a Pokemon over here. Thank you so much. You get that saltiness from that soy. And then overstimulating your mouth. Bam, bam, bam. And then boom, you put some Nikka whiskey right in your mouth. When you put some Nikka whiskey, Nikka whiskey from the barrel, right when you put that Nikka whiskey in your mouth, it overcompensates. Right? Why does it overcompensate? Because this is full strength, okay? This is clocking in for some of you 51.4% ABV. You have the richness on this one, a lot of oak, a strong amount of oak on here, a strong amount of oak. You got a little bit of, just a tad bit of caramel, but then you get a little bit of maltiness, super nice maltiness. It almost tastes like a bourbon, but it's not a bourbon. All right, look at that Japanese looking. It gives you a perfect mix. There's nothing better, okay, nothing better than to mix whiskey, Nikka whiskey, with this. Now, I'm just going to say this. We're going to put this over here. Now we're going to go on and show you what you should do if you don't want to dip it in here. Here's another thing, and I'm going to show some of you how to do this. Now, before we do anything more, I'm teaching you how to eat whiskey. Ginger, okay, ginger. The ginger, the stuff over here, that is meant for you to clean your palate. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit of ginger and I'm going to slap it in my mouth. Exceptional. Real good. Now my palate is completely clean. It's almost like I put some Fiji water in my mouth and clean up my mouth, right? Okay, so now I did that. Now, here we go. Here's a part that some of you are going to see. You can do this at home. Now, here we go. Here's a part that some of you need to learn. Now, I'm going to be using my hand for this one. In Japan, the top places to eat in Japan, they eat with their hands. But here's the thing, they do eat with their hands, the top place in Japan. And not only do they eat with their hands, there's something that they do. And one of the main things that they do, shout out to all of you, there was a piece that we're going to have. You see, there's a piece that we're going to have. Hit that like button. Shout out to all of you, hit that like button, baby. Okay, so the one thing that they do is they tend to put on there, beautiful piece, we're gonna use our hand this time. They put soy sauce on top of it. Now, what you can do is you could use the other side of your stick. Shout out to the ladies that know what it is to use the other side of the stick. You could dip it in your soy. So here we go. Let me just show you. And you're just gonna fade a little bit of soy right on your fish. There we go. You see it? Yes, yes. You see it? So now officially, you have sushi with some soy, Make sure it's not dripping. If it's dripping, it's too much. All right, you're gonna make sure get that beautiful, get that baby nice and lubed up. All right, so you're gonna do that. And now, before you do and eat this, before you do anything and eat this, you will be taking a piece of wasabi. Shout outs to Brad Pitt, man. I'm just gonna say huge shout outs to Brad Pitt. If it wasn't for Brad Pitt, I wouldn't know how to do this. It's a huge thank you to him, Brad Pitt. Shout outs to Brad Pitt. You know who Brad Pitt is. Huge shout outs to Brad Pitt. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know how to do this, man. He showed me a lot of things. Anyways, now we're gonna get wasabi. Shout outs to the 200 and some people. Yes, 200 and some people. Brad Pitt, maybe he's watching. He's not gonna say he's watching, but here we go. So now we're gonna officially put this right on top. Okay. All right. So now we have this. You can use your hand. Shout outs all of you. Hit that like button. Use your hand. And that's about it. You have it all full. And here we go. Make sure you have your whiskey on the side. Shout outs all of you. Here we go. Use your hand. That right there was amazing. By the way, we're going to have some Nikka whiskey again. Shout out to Manuel Lozano. Am I doing it right? Manuel. Beautiful. That was real good. And now, we're going to be washing a little bit of that fishiness that we have in that salmon with some of this Nikka whiskey. Nikka whiskey. We're going to switch up the whiskey for all of you. Here we go. If you're already using your hand, keep on using your hand. I'm going to go back to using the chopsticks. And now to clear my palate one time, just going to get a little bit of ginger. You don't have to put a lot of ginger. It just blows up in your mouth. That's what she said. Okay, we have this good going. Now we're switching up. We're switching up to the Shin. Now this one is going to be a little bit more sweeter. The Shin. No more Nikka whiskey. Okay? No more Nikka whiskey. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button. No more Nikka whiskey. Hit that like button. We're 33 minutes in. We might break the internet with this stream. Okay, we're going to pop this open. Let's pop this open. You guys are learning, right? Good. What I learned, you learn. Let's start popping this open. And officially, here we go. This is not Nikka whiskey. This is a different one. And for some of you, you will get the maltiness on here. Now, the maltiness does help out this sushi experiment like that we're doing. For some of you, go to a good sushi place. I won't promote this place. I'm just not going to promote this place because they don't need to know. They don't need to know I'm doing this. It's a great sushi spot. Eventually, if anybody, any of the employees, the Japanese employees are watching, and they're watching me having some of this, and it looks like the sushi they made, they can say it in the chat room, and maybe I might tell you, yes, I'll probably sponsor you on our shows often. But currently, right now, I'm picking the sushi place that I like here in Miami. I'm not going to tell you which one it is because we don't promote stores. They make enough money. The Shin. Let's do this one. Now, this one is 15 years. And the only difference between this one and the other one is that this carries a little bit more vanilla. Now, is it good to have vanilla with some seafood? It's okay, but it has a maltiness also. And not only does it have a maltiness, it's just very, very, it's a little bit fruity. It's just a tad bit fruity. All right, a little bit fruity. So the Shin. Here we go. The Shin. By the way, no promoting stores. No promoting stores in the chat room, please. We don't promote stores out here. They make enough money. The Shin. Okay, so now I poured this up. Good. Everything's good. Okay, so this is the one. Take a photo for some of you. Take a photo real good. Hit that like button. Now this one, it will be a little bit, it has a little bit of saltiness, and a little bit of sweetness to go with this sushi. But now we're going to go to my favorite. And with my favorite is the Hamachi. Hamachi is a different looking fish. Let me just show you. There we go. There's the Hamachi. Very different, yeah. Very different. Hamachi, very different. So I'm going to have the Hamachi. Before I have the Hamachi, let me just clean my palate again. Some of the ginger. And now I'm going to be using my chopsticks. So here we go. Shout out to all of you. We're going to use the chaps again. How to use it. Use it like a pencil and then boom, just use this one. The other one doesn't move. All right, just one moves. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to do what we do. I hope you guys can see. If you can't see, you can see here. No, can't see. Huge shout out to all the super channels today. Okay, we're going to do the wasabi. I want to go a little bit heavy on the wasabi. Not too heavy. But I want to go a little bit heavier. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit heavy on the wasabi. We're going to put it right there. What you want to do is you want to squeeze it. You want to squeeze it into that fish. All right? We're just going to squeeze it into that fish. And then you guys already know the drill. We're going to be flipping it. Okay? So for all of you, there it is. Yes? But you're not going to be holding it like this. You're going to be flipping it. So let me flip it one time. Here we go. This is how you hold it. Okay? This is how you hold it. There you go. This is how you hold it. You don't hold it up. Okay, you hold it like that. And now, here we go with the dip. Here we go, it's gonna fall apart. Here we go. That was perfection. That was 10 out of 10. That was as perfect as it gets. That was just ridiculous. And now we're gonna do, okay, shout out to the ladies in the chat room. Now we're gonna do the whiskey. The whiskey helps out on the palate and it gives it a little bit of extra. Currently, I'm gonna taste that ocean. I'm gonna taste that fish. The fish is a little bit sweet. A little bit sweet. I had a little bit of a kick with the wasabi. Every place also, for some of you, every place has a special wasabi. Not a single sushi place has the same wasabi, so understand wasabi gives it that kick. Pick the right place that you like because the wasabi will make your fish perfect. If not, the soy sauce, everybody uses the same soy sauce, I think, but the wasabi is one of a kind. So Brad Pitt, thank you so much, Brad Pitt, for showing me. And now, here we go. We're about to drink this up. This is the Shin 15-year malt whiskey. Let's drink this up. And for all of you watching, got to make sure there's no spider webs on me. No spider webs. You guys know the Reaper I sometimes be flowing through the streets, hitting all them spider webs. Here we go. Oof. Now, here we go. This is where it gets a little bit weird. I know some of you don't know about whiskey, but the weirdness is weird all the time when it comes to whiskey. If you ever have a sweeter whiskey, so any Japanese whiskey that you have, or any whiskey you have with your sushi, the sweeter it is, the more you start getting all those spices of whatever you're eating. Even if you're not eating sushi, if you're eating Colombian food, if you're eating Cuban food, if you're eating food from Nigeria, India, Brazil, Canada, Hawaii. If there's any spicy food in the world, what's the spiciest food in the world? Indian. If you're from India, I don't eat spicy food from India. I'd rather go to Taco Bell and rip my ass. I'd rather do that, yeah. My toilet paper, I'm gonna say, anyways, point of the matter is, I'm going too off. This is really good, but it's super sweet, and it brings out a lot of this. By the way, now we're gonna use our finger to erase. Man, that's good. That's excellent. Now, for some of you, I'm going to say this for some of you, we have a couple more left, but we have more to go. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I told you we're going to do burr. We're going to do burr. We're going to do burr, so here we go. For all of you watching, let's do burr. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. We're gonna do that burr. And I need to pop this open, so I need to get a Shin out all of you. So now comes the beautiful part of that burr. We're gonna do that burr. And to do this beer, by the way, this is frozen. You guys see it? It's frozen, beautiful frozen. What a beautiful setup. Okay, now that I'm going to do the beer, I need to pop this open. I don't think I have. Here we go. Let me go get it. Here we go. Yes, I'm tall. Yes, I'm tall. Okay, now we're going to be popping this open. Shout out to you. You guys know what time it is. And now for some of you, it's time to pour. Hit that like button. You guys are awesome. Hit that like button. Shout out to Ron Quinn. Shout out to AM. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drink the rest of this whiskey. Let's pour this up. Let's pour this up. Now that is very nice. And this is the beer that I would tend to recommend you currently if you're trying to get something different. There's other beers that I would also recommend with this. Japanese beer, Asahi. Asahi is really good. There's two Japanese beers. I think Sapporo, the Reserve, is good too. AM knows. Channels from one of my ranches. He knows there's one called Sapporo. I gave him the recommendation. He drank. He likes it. Ichiban. If you have Ichiban, also is good. Now, I don't recommend this with Corona, unfortunately. Corona, I don't recommend it, but I do recommend it with this. Make sure to have it with this. This would be good to have. I do not recommend it with Corona. And for all of you, yes, for all of you. Look at that. That's us. That's us. Yes, that's us. I hit that like button. All right, so far we have this going. I feel like I'm missing something. I think, I am missing something. I don't want that. I don't want that beer to pop. Shout out to all of you. I don't want that beer to pop. Also, I'm going to be putting this light on. Maybe it helps out a little bit. Yes, yes. All right. Okay, so we're gonna move this out of the way. You guys ready to saw, right? Take a photo. Take a photo. This one doesn't need lime. Don't put lime on this one. We did this one yesterday with lime. Don't put lime. Okay, so now we have 4 more. We're gonna move these. Okay, so we'll have 4 more. Shout out to all of you. Have 4 more Nigiris. Already had the tuna. They had the hamachi. My favorite is the hamachi. And the wasabi, what we did. So before we do any of this, we're going to go straight up to do what we're going to do. And what we're going to do is we're just going to be blending a little bit of that tuna. So for some of you, here's a tuna. Now we're going to be using our hands. This is Nigiri tuna. There's different kind of tunas. There's fatty tunas. If you go to Japan, there's fatty tunas. I went to go visit Japan last week. In Japan, I went to go visit Japan last week. I don't remember the place that I went to, but it was beautiful. And one thing that the sushi man said is always use the hands. When you use the hands in a 5-star restaurant over there, 5-star, as a matter of fact, 4-star Michelin, 4-star Michelin. Somebody said, nice total. I said, nice total. Use your hands. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to put this so that you can see it. Okay, so you can see it over here. I'm going to put this. You guys can see it over here, right? Let me know if you can see it. You can see it, right? Please let me know, chat room. Let me know that you can see this, because I don't know if you can see it officially. Let me know if you can see the chat room. Let me know if you can see this. No chopsticks on this one. Now we're going to do no chopsticks. There's a different feeling. There's a very different feeling when you're doing it with no chopsticks. I can see. Somebody says, I can see. I see you. I see you. Okay, you can see. Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to do is, again, get your chopstick. Get your chopstick. I'm teaching you guys. Some of you are not Japanese. Some of you are not Japanese. I'm going to put this over here. You see it? We can see, okay, so this is the one we're using. Use the tip. The tip is meant for you to use it, okay? There's a reason why it's like that. So what you're going to do is, so that you don't stick your fingers in the soy, we're going to be putting soy on it, okay? So here we go. Use the tip. This is why, now some of you probably always wondered, why is the tip like a paddle? Okay, why is the tip like a paddle? And the tip is like a paddle because you will be using this to dip and brush if you need, okay? I know some of you have been living your whole life not knowing why the tip is like that. If your tip is curved, I'm sorry to say, chat room, how many of your tip is curved? Go see a doctor if your tip is curved. A point of matter is, you see it over here, good. Okay, so now you're gonna use this, and now if you see it, we're just gonna brush it. All right, here we go. We're just going to brush it. Brush it as much as you want, but make sure that the fish has a good layer of soy. Good layer of soy, and that should be good. For me, this is good enough. Okay, good layer of soy. That's good, beautiful. Very beautiful. All right, shout out to all of you. Very beautiful. So now we have this beautiful piece. Look at how beautiful that is. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button. Now, one thing you're going to need, shout out to Brad Pitt. Now, Brad Pitt doesn't use chopsticks. He eats it with his hand. He's a dirty man. Now we're going to be using our hands to get the soy. I mean, not the soy, the wasabi. Here we go. That's how much wasabi I'm putting on. I'm going to be drinking this too. Don't you worry, we're going to drink this too. So the wasabi, we're going to put it right here on the tip. Here we go for all of you. This is a perfect Nigiri sushi. You can learn by just watching, yes. Perfect Nigiri Sushi now. Cheers, all of you. This is how you eat real Japanese sushi. This is fatty tuna, but it ain't too fatty. All right, here we go. That is spicy. Wow. It has a sweetness. It has a fishiness, but it has a sweetness. And the one thing that really just kicks up is the wasabi. You have to use wasabi. I know many of you don't like wasabi. If you use my technique, like I was telling you, with that soy sauce, I'm going to say this. It's going to be excellent. Now we're going to have the one thing you guys already know. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Now we're going to have it with that burr. We're going to have it with that burr. And with the beer, it just gives it a little bit of a rejuvenated feeling. It's almost if I bit the dang sushi again. Let me have another sip. This is insane. There's a crispiness to this beer. There's a beautiful, almost citrus to this beer. And it rejuvenates a little bit of the experience that I was getting with this sushi. It is one of a kind, really good. And I'm going to say, if anything out here makes this experience better, so far, that Nikka, yes, that Nikka whiskey, so far, 10 out of 10. So far, the best whiskey is this one on the run around on here. So far, the Nikka whiskey coming second, I would say. Coming second, personally, the Shin, 15-year. The Shin, third. Third is this beer. Now, for some of you watching, we have 3 left. All right, I'm gonna put this beer aside, and now we're gonna be doing. Yes. Shout out to all of you watching. You guys are amazing. For all of you that are here in the chat room, we're breaking the internet. We're breaking the internet doing this. I know earlier I told many of you, if you didn't see the earlier stream, I told many of you, don't expect to drink whiskey. Shout out to User, Straight Dookie, he showed. User, Dookie, Straight Dookie. The point of the matter is, a lot of people don't like American whiskey, but this is not your standard American whiskey. This is a Cornelius Taylor Rye Whiskey. This over here, I'm going to say over here, somebody said get to the point. I think they know what I'm going to say. If you're drinking hardcore whiskey, if you're drinking hardcore American whiskey, I said earlier, on the stream earlier, if you're eating ass, that ain't food. If you're eating ass, that ain't food. You need to eat good food. Eat good food so that you can hold yourself with this. If you eat bad food, it ain't gonna help you out with some of this. So make sure, have some good whiskey. And on that note, we're gonna be pouring it up. Now, this whiskey, one of the main things is User. Yes, thumbs up, User. For all of you, the biggest super chat on the stream will get the praise. Whoever sends the biggest super chat on the stream will get the praise. All right, so Cornelius Taylor, straight rye. One of the most unique things, by the way, Josh, Josh, I'm just joshing, man. Josh, thank you so much for the appreciation. He sent 100 rupees. I'm just joshing, man. Make sure whenever you tell your friends, yes, anytime you tell your friends, hey, man, I want to let you know something. Whatever you say, just be sarcastic. Just say, I'm just joshing. Point of the matter is, this officially is the whiskey we're having right now, and I can't wait to have this. Bernice Taylor Straight Rye. This is 100 proof. Not only is this 100 proof for all of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, if you're an American, you should be drinking American whiskey. You should be drinking American whiskey. Okay, let's clean my palate a little bit. Clean my palate a little bit. You don't have to have a big piece of ginger. Small piece of ginger. It don't gotta be big piece. Small piece of ginger. Let's nose this one time. Somebody said in the chat room, chicken wings with garlic sauce. God damn! Must be somebody out here must have some stinky armpits and booty. Chicken wings with garlic. Holy Lord. Ryan Quinn, thank you so much. Yesterday, Ryan Quinn had sent a total of $130, I believe, or $100. I think we actually got more than $150 yesterday. Anybody in the chat room that likes that garlic, you know what? You're not a vampire. User, thank you so much for Straight Dookie. Straight Dookie. Super, what is it? Super Ruby. One of the main things on here is peach, okay? Peach. Don't forget, peach. Okay, now that we have this going, there's so many things here, man. We're going to go straight into that. Salmon. The salmon, I didn't cover it with soy sauce. So we're going to do the salmon with soy sauce. And we're just going to put it right here. And I'm not going to use a chapstick. You don't want me to use, we can go use a chin. We're not going to use a chapstick. We're going to go straight into it. So for some of you, this is salmon. And for some of you that do not know, every sushi place has a different kind of salmon. They're all different. Some sushi places also in Japan have fattier salmon, more tasty salmon. If you're in Miami, I am in Miami. Even though I'm in Miami, every sushi place has a different kind of salmon. So for all of you, I'm just going to put it right here. You guys see it, right? You guys see it? Okay, good. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to do the same thing with this. And we're going to be using, don't use your finger. Don't use your finger. We're going to use a tip. Okay, use a tip. We're going to brush this on here. So here we go, soy sauce. You see the soy sauce, right? All right. We just brush this. Brush this nicely. Very nicely. We're going to brush that soy. There we go. Let's brush that soy on here. Not too much. I don't want to get this full of soy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. So here we go. Just a little bit. You see look how shiny it is. Now the shine on here is the soy sauce. My hands, I don't go to salons. I don't think I'm going to salon. I don't go to salon. Any of you men go to the salon? Psst. Wussies. How many wussies we got in the chat room? Don't go to the salon, gentlemen. If you go to the salon, you're a wuss. Okay, we're going to do this, right? So now that we do this, we're going to use a little bit of wasabi. This is as much as I'm using of wasabi on here. I'm just going to slap it on the top. And for all of you, here we go. We got our sushi ready. Beautiful, our sushi. Shout out to the chat room. Hit that like button if you like the stream so far. Hit that like button. Here we go. Shout out to the view and shout out to the 305. Shout out to the 56561. Shout outs to, yes, 305 561 954. I'm from Miami. Shout out to all of you. All right, here we go. Let's have this. Boom. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. There's a sweetness on that salmon. It's just a light sweetness on salmon. The rice also gives it a beautiful texture. Not only does the rice give it a beautiful texture, but when you put the soy, you brush the soy, you brush the soy sauce. By the way, for some of you, don't lose this channel. Don't lose this channel. Subscribe here in the corner. I subscribe here in the corner. I'm showing you some of you an experience that some of you probably never had in your life. I don't think anybody has ever taught you how to eat sushi. I don't want you guys to experience something. Five Banaka Sprays doesn't know how to eat sushi, so I'm showing him because I'm sorry to say, but I'm here to say it, and I'm being honest. I got a little bit of Japanese in me. All right. A lot of you always ask me, "Hey, why is your pee-pee so big?" I don't have. How do you know I got a big old? It's because I'm Japanese. Back in the days, the samurais, what they would do is they would die themselves. You got to have a lot of balls to do that, right? You got to have a lot of balls to do that. I have some percentage of me that's Japanese. So for some of you that are wondering, a little percentage, and why do I have big old, why do I walk like if I have tennis balls? It's because I have a little bit of Japanese in me. Remember, the Japanese have never won a war. Why? Because I don't know why. They just, I have no idea. Because of us, Americans. Shout out to the Americans. I'm just joking. Look, I'm Russian. Okay, I'm sorry to say I'm Russian. I'm American. I'm South American. I'm everything you want, baby. That's what it is. I'm everything you want. And for all of you watching, here we go. Let's take a sip of this. Cheers, all of you. Cheers, all of you. Colonel Taylor, let's see how this goes. At Colonel Taylor is insanely ridiculous. This whiskey that I'm having, shout out to all of you. This whiskey that I'm having, it's honestly, it's insanely ridiculous. All that saltiness that I got from that soy, all that strong, almost spiciness that I got from the wasabi, it's intensified with this rye whiskey. There's a little bit of spice on this. I'm going to take another sip. Shout out to all of you. We have 2 sushis left, but I have a bunch more. No, maybe yes. You could drink some up. Wherever you're from in the chat room, you guys are amazing. Let me know in the chat room. Let me know in the chat room where you're from. You guys are amazing. I appreciate everybody around the world because I'm American. And in America, we appreciate every country that comes here and everyone, every culture. Somebody says they're from Canada. I see you, Canada. Canada makes great hockey players and great maple syrup. Somebody says Tennessee. Tennessee is the homeland of one of the best, sweetest whiskeys in the world. Portland, Oregon, that's where the strippers are at. I see you, Portland, California. California is where all the white girls drink bad, what is it called? Mike's Hard Lemonade. Shout out to California. I see you. Texas, chat room. Somebody says they're from Texas. Texas, everybody goes big. They don't buy. That's why they don't sell little TVs in Texas. They don't sell little. Have you ever seen somebody in Texas have a little TV? Never. They don't sell little TVs in Texas. Shout out to all of you. And who else? Who else in the chat room? Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from. Somebody says Sri Lanka. Hey, Sri Lanka. I don't even know where that is. What is there? Is that where Borat's from? Shout out to Borat. Over here, somebody says Indiana. Shout out to Indiana. One of the best places to get MGP juice. Detroit. Did you know something about Detroit? Detroit has the biggest population of mosquitoes in the world. Detroit gets a lot of snow. And I had a black guy one time, big boy, 350 pounds. He goes, yo, you don't want to go to Detroit. I go, why? He goes, man, you from here, right? South Miami? You from South? I go, yeah. He go, man, boy. He go, boy. He go, boy. I go, boy. He go, boy, you don't want to go to Detroit. He goes, why? It's mosquitoes. I go, what you mean? "Oh, what you mean Detroit got mosquitoes?" He goes, you don't see the snow?" I go, "Yeah, I see the snow." He goes, "That snow, it locks into all those gutters. When it melts, it locks in, and then they got mosquitoes." So shout outs to the people in Detroit. I see you, chat room. You guys are awesome. Here we go. How many more? Any more want to say where you're from? Over here, Pricks. Thank you so much, Pricks. Thank you so much, Pricks, in the chat room. He threw the marshmallow in the chat room. Here we go. Let's drink some. That's so good. Now, we're going to come to these whiskeys. I mean, these, we're going to, somebody says California. So ginger, let's put his ginger in here. This is to reset your palate. Let's take this out of the way. Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith, don't forget to tell Mrs. Smith. Don't forget to tell Mrs. Smith to be part of the chat room. You too can be part of the chat room. Somebody says Montana. Shout out to Montana. You know what goes down over there in Montana? Aliens. Aliens goes down over there in Montana. Shout out to Montana. Okay, so over here, thank you everybody for participating in the chat room. Thank you for everybody for talking. Montana and white women. A lot of white women in Montana. By the way, huge shout outs to one of my favorite shows in the world, Yellowstone. I love Yellowstone. If you're a man of a man, go watch Yellowstone. I love horses, and I love just being a man and telling people what to do. That's the beauty of being a man. If some of you don't know in the chat room, one of the beauties of you being a man, my man, is you got dominance. If you're not dominant, you ain't a man. Shout out to all of you. Somebody says that they're from God's country. God's country is... I can't say the USA, can I? The USA. Here we go. Let's drink the rest of this. We're going to break the internet with this stream. How much did I spend on this stream? I spent $100 on this stream. Some of you maybe don't know, but there you go. I spent $100 on this stream. Okay, so now we're going to be using Carnage Taylor, the small batch. Shout out to all of you, Carnage Taylor, small batch. Let's pop this open. Some of you guys are wondering, you guys are like, not all of you, but some of you, are like, why do you use your mask for the whole stream? How am I going to use my mask for the whole stream if I can't eat? Last time I used a mask when I was drinking whiskey, I officially drowned myself a little bit, and it was fun. You can go rewatch that one. Anyways, the point of the matter is, shout out to all of you. This is a small batch. Now, I want to teach some of you a little bit of something. This is one of my favorite whiskeys in the world. I know I say it a lot, but there's not YouTubers showing the same stuff because they're embarrassed. They're embarrassed as YouTubers. They need the views. They need the views. Over here, I'm going to say this. I get the views just because I'm me. Other people struggle to get the views, and what they do is they try to buy whiskeys that are just random whiskeys, new whiskeys. They spend a lot of money reviewing them, and at the end of the day, they're showing you bad whiskeys, but you're buying them because you got the recommendation from some other channel to get a certain whiskey. I only show the best whiskeys on here. If it's a bad whiskey, I tell you, and I don't bush around. The point of the matter is, this has always been one of my favorites. I have a bunch of these, and we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing this with this. Yes, we're going to be doing this with this. This stream has been a hell of a stream, right? I'm going to look in the chat room. Happy days, happy days. T. Johnny, Nick, I see you, Nick. Farm Kitty, thank you so much, Farm Kitty. We have 4 ranches or 5 ranches in the chat room. Remember, those ranches keep our chat room active. So here we go. We're going to pop this open. Be part of the chat room. Yes. April O'Neil has been a moderator today. Ryan Quinn, AM, and also Farm Kitty. Thank you so much for the moderators. Here we go for all of you. You thought, is this the only sushi I'm eating? Woo, you best believe it's going to be an experience for all of you. All right, so Hamachi, my favorite. We're going to do this Hamachi with a rub. We're going to do this with a rub. So we're going to rub this. Before anything, we're officially going to be rubbing a little bit of that soy right on here. We're going to rub that soy on here. Shout out to all of you. Rub that soy. Can you guys see? I think you guys can see, right? Again, rub that soy. Now, there's a different feeling when you're having it with chopsticks. Okay, so we're going to have it with chopsticks. We're going to have it with chopsticks. Again, what you want to do is you're going to put it sideways. All right? Always put it sideways. When you're eating your sushi, your nigiri, when you're eating your nigiri, you're going to put it sideways. So now I'm just going to take a fat. How much wasabi you want me to have? Fat one. I take a fat one. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. That's so good. There's nothing gonna be that. There's nothing that could be that. That is so good. That is so good, yes? It's salty. Let me just show you, because this is the Hamachi. Okay, when you go to the sushi place, go check out the Hamachi. Hamachi, that is the fish. It is so good. I see you, boys. It is so good. There's a sweetness about that fish. It's a perfect sweetness. It's almost like that fish has honey on it. It's a little bit of almost like a candy sweetness. A little bit of candy sweetness. And for some of you, this is soy sauce, okay? Soy sauce. For some of you watching, soy sauce. Never use teriyaki. Never use teriyaki sauce with your sushi. You're going to ruin your sushi because teriyaki has a stronger base. Don't use ever when you're having expensive sushi. When you're having expensive sushi, never use teriyaki. It's always soy. And now to experience this experience with this whiskey, again, what did I just tell you? It was a little bit sweet, that fish. It's expensive, that fish. So for all of you, here we're going to go over this. Wow. I'm just going to say this. The experience that I'm having with this, it's not only has a spice on here. Not only does it have a spice on here, there is a little bit of underlying fruitness on here on this, just a little bit. This is a small batch. This is just a little fruitiness on here. There's a strong amount of caramel on this small batch. A little bit of fruitiness on, just a little bit. Why is there a little bit of fruitiness? Whenever you mix up certain foods, it'll bring out certain flavors and certain notes that you probably won't find when you're just having it by itself. There's just a tad little fruit on here that I'm tasting. There's a strong caramel also on here. Let's look this up. I still have that saltiness of that fish. I still have that fishiness, that sweetness on the fish. And then you just hit it with this. You could taste the oak on here. There's a little bit of underlining pepper, like a pepper note on here. is making this experience amazing. It's almost like whoever said it in the chat room. Who was it said in the chat room? Somebody said it. Okay, there we go. Boz. Boz said in the chat room, teriyaki. Now, teriyaki, you know, in Japan, in Japan, they use a lot of teriyaki with cooked fish. A lot of teriyaki they use is with cooked fish. Hey, go check it out. Go visit Japan. Japan is a great experience. Go visit Japan. I visited Japan last week, and it's fantastic. But you do get a strong, very, very strong amount of oak on here. The caramel is delightful, but it also beams you up with a little bit of fruitiness. There's a little bit of almost like a darker fruit on here that I'm tasting that I usually don't taste. There is still that leather note that I'm telling you that I always feel and I always taste on this one. I'm just going to say right now, I think currently, the winner currently is this one right now that I'm drinking. That right now with what I'm having is honestly exceptionally amazing. We did have some of these Japanese whiskeys. These Japanese whiskeys are fantastic. I don't think there's a whiskey on here that I had with this that was just bad. They're all really, really good. Really, really good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this with my hand. Okay? I'm going to have this piece with my hand. Again, Hamachi. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it up with a ton. I'm going to load it up with a ton of soy. A ton of soy. But before I do a ton of soy, let's reset my palate real quick. Ginger is meant for you to reset your palate. There you go. This whiskey, if there's ever something I want to experience with this, again, would be this one. This is the whiskey that I want to experience again with this. It's just so good. It is honestly really good. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We got our beautiful whiskey over here. We got our beautifulness on here. And what are we going to do? We're just going to do one thing only. We're going to do a little bit different on here. You could do this at home too. If you're watching, you can also do this at home. So this is a different way to cook. I mean, a different way to eat your sushi. Okay, a different way to eat your sushi. Use your hand. Forget about the chopsticks now. Okay, forget about the chopsticks. You're going to get a good amount of... I'm going to get a good amount. Good amount of wasabi. All right, shout out to all of you. Good amount of wasabi. We're just going to squeeze it on here. All right. We're going to squeeze it on here. Okay, here we go. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button. We're at 106 likes. A ton of people in the chat room. So, boom. Okay, so now, watch this. For some of you, it's a different experience when you use your hand. Okay, different experience when you use your hand. Bon avis, I see you. Now, we're just going to dip. Okay, do not dip. Do not dip the whole thing in soy sauce. Okay, for some of you that are trying to learn something, never dip the whole thing, okay? So you see what we have here? The soy is right here. Okay, we're just dipping the tip. Do not dip the rice. Don't dip the rice. Dip the fish. Okay, boom, boom. Dip the fish. Here we go, dip the fish. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Here we go. That right there is insanely insane. That might have been the best bite I've had. That might have been the best bite I had. I can't explain to you how good that is. I can't explain to you how good it is. That was the best bite I had, and now we're gonna have the whiskey. The best whiskey currently on the stream. You think I'm done? We're officially only 80 minutes in. Why we're gonna keep on going? Because now officially, you have to see if I spend $100. If I spend $100, it means something, right? If I spend $100, it means something, and I want to give you guys the best stream possible. So let's sip this up. Cheers, all of you. That whiskey is insane. Okay, out of all these, currently, Nikka whiskey is insanely good. Which is the best whiskey on the stream currently? Which is the best whiskey I've had on stream? Can you guys figure it out? Can you guys figure it out? I don't know if you can. Which is the best whiskey I've had on the stream so far? The best whiskey I've had on stream with the nigiri sushi. I'm not gonna officially tempt you to say it in the chat room, but we're gonna rate these from 1 to 4. Number one is the small batch. Number one is the small batch. It's just so good, man. It's insanely good. The small batch is number one. We're going to put this, number one currently is that small batch. Number two has to be the Nikka whiskey. Number two has to be the Nikka whiskey. Number three, I kind of have a dilemma on number three because number three is, this one's really good and this one's also really good. Number three will be the Rye Whiskey, Colonel Taylor Rye Whiskey with the sushi. And then number four, last place, which is still good, but it's sweet. And it increases some of that sweetness. By the way, we don't have trolls in the chat room. You guys are awesome in the chat room. For all of you watching, you guys are awesome. Each one of you are awesome. I'm going to say this, each one of you are awesome. Sometimes I need a good laugh, so I really appreciate it. Right? Shout out to Kitchen K. I see you, Kitchen K. So we have 4 whiskeys. Now, we did have a beer on this stream. We did have a beer. And for some of you, this beer comes in last place. The beer comes in last place. But there's one thing I have to do for some of you. And you guys know we have to do something big. Every stream we have to do something big. On the stream, we haven't got the super chats, but we have 600 votes. We have 600 votes. Do you like sushi? Do you want to see me make some sushi for all of you? Put it in a plate? You guys want to see it, right? You guys want to see it? Hell, I want to see it too. I don't rewatch my streams, but I wish I was on your side. Sometimes I wish I was watching like you guys. Ryan Quinn says he loves sushi, man. Do you want me to keep on going? How many of you want me to keep on going? In the chat room, one super chat, and I'll keep on going. How many of you want me to keep on going? Shout out to all of you. How many of you want me to keep on going? How many of you want me to keep on going? I'll bring out more sushi. I'll make some sushi. What you think? Here we go. Let's drink this up. Cheers, all of you. If you want me to keep on going, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Send a super chat to help me out. And for all of you, here we go. Cheers, all of you. This beer is good. Insane. You know what? It doesn't even matter how big the super chat is right now. All that matters is that you guys want me to keep on going. Oof. Ryan Quinn. Keep going. Keep going. Ryan Quinn, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. That is a sign. That is a sign. Ryan Quinn, one of my moderators. So there you go. You guys got your answer. We're going to keep on going, and we're going to keep on officially giving you beautiful, beautiful sushi. Yes, yes. So for some of you, are you guys ready? I don't know if you guys are ready, but if you're ready, in the chat room, hit that like button. Let me know if you're ready in the chat room. Let me know if you're ready. We're going to start moving some of these. The best one is that one, right? We're going to start moving some of these. Best one in the chat room is this one. Yes, yes. Okay, we're going to keep on going. You guys are awesome. So watch. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Are you guys ready? Chat room, let me know if you're ready. Let me know if you're ready. By the way, new chopsticks. Shout out to all of you. You have to give a huge thank you. Give a huge thank you to, yes, yes. Shout out to all of you. By the way, I think I have a beer still in the freezer. Okay, here we go. We're going to put this over here. Give a huge thank you to Ryan Quinn in the chat room. Give a huge thank you to Ryan Quinn in the chat room. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, so brand new sticks of sushi, right? Brand new stick of sushi. Wasabi. Let's put it right on here. Wasabi. Boom. You see it? Place the wasabi on here. By the way, we're gonna take this out of the way. Okay, so clean dish. Beautiful, clean dish. Shout out to all of you, man. I hope you're enjoying this stream. This stream is amazing, isn't it? You guys also don't forget there's a poll in the chat room. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those numbers up. You guys know what time it is. You guys awesome. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. If you don't know what time it is, Reaper Crew, we're number one. Yes, we're number one. Subscribe, hit that like button. Wasabi. Ginger. Wasabi ginger. All right, shout out to all of you. Wasabi ginger. And here we go. In the chat room, yes, yes. In the chat room, we got 5 memberships that we're giving out in the chat room. In honor, shout outs to, huge shout outs to Who Dat. Who Dat gave out 5 memberships. First one, Kevin, Axel, Tank, Bush, and also somebody else, which is holy Lord, somebody in Japan. Somebody in Japan got a membership. Shay. Anyways, for all of you, you see what we have here. Beauty, beauty, beauty. I told you guys I spent $100. Beauty, beauty, beauty. This is a mix of a rainbow roll with a little bit of mix of raw fish inside. Each one of these have raw fish, salmon, tuna, and also hamachi in here. And for some of you, there is tempura flakes on the top just to give it that. Just to give it that. So for some of you, does it look amazing? Over here, who there? With the $50 super champ. She gave out 5 memberships, and now she's giving out 50 on the super champ house. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. She says, Reaper Crew. You know what time it is, Reaper Crew. Reaper Crew number 1. By the way, I'm going to start off with this. And for some of you, I want to make sure that you guys understand $50 super chat is an American $50 super chat. Shout outs. By the way, who that? Get yourself one of these. Real refreshing. Real beautiful. Real refreshing. Real beautiful. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't lose the channel. Up here, don't forget to subscribe. For you ladies, don't forget to subscribe. I'm teaching you, a lot of you, how to eat. But there's one thing that's missing. I'm missing one thing on here. And I don't even know if I have that one thing. Damn. I'm missing one thing on here. And that's eel sauce. I'm missing some eel sauce. By the way, this is how tall I am. Tall, yes. Okay, so on this stream currently right now, we're changing it up a little bit of something. I want to teach you everything. I literally want to teach you everything. Okay, teach you everything. I want to teach you everything. And that's what we're going to do on here. So who that? I'm going to start off with drinking this beer on this one. So we're going to be using eel sauce. Okay, for some of you who don't like eel sauce, this mix, you need the sauce. It makes your experience a little bit sweeter. And for another $50 super chat. There we go. Eel sauce is gross. Put something else on it, you nasty ass sushi. Yeah, some of you don't know what eel sauce is. Eel sauce is sweet, sweet, sweet. But either way, I'm still gonna do it. Yes, I'm still gonna do it. For all of you that do not know soy sauce, I'm gonna put the soy sauce over here. I'm just gonna move this a little bit. I'll move this over here. Okay, so we have 2 sauces on here for all of you. This is what you need to use, okay? Soy sauce. Soy sauce. Okay, but I'm going to say this for any of you who want to change the experience. You're not enjoying your experience when you're having sushi. You got to try eel sauce. Eel sauce, it elevates the sweetness. I know some of you are into eating booty. How many booty munches we got in the chat room? I'm not into that. Not into that at all. As a matter of fact, I use my hands to get all the layers away from my booty because I ain't about that. You better not get close to my ass trying to lick it up. The point of the matter is, who that officially on the stream, $125 on the stream. We are officially on this stream itself. We're at $145. $145. And new sushi sticks. New sushi sticks. All right, let's pop this open. Why do you want to use new sushi sticks? Because this is the new sushi. So we're gonna be using new sushi sticks. Shout out to Huda in the chat room. $50 super chat says no soy sauce. All right, for hers, I will not use soy sauce. I mean, I'm not gonna use eel sauce for her. She says no eel sauce. No eel sauce for her. Not gonna use it. Matter of fact, for you know what I'm gonna do for who dat? Let's do this for who dat. Let's do this for who dat. For who dat. Let's do this for who dat. Who dat? Let's do this for you. All right, for who dat? Here we go for who dat for all of you. Officially, it's time for me to do this. Gotta put a rally cap on, rally cap. Always put it backwards, always put it backwards. Okay. No eel sauce for her, she says. Good. Let's pop this open. Our stream today is blowing up. We're doing a hell of a job. We're blowing up, okay? Okay, so we're going to use this. Make sure you use the other sticks. Put the other sticks somewhere else. Good. All right. So there's two ways to eat it. You eat it, eat it with chopsticks. Okay, you either eat it with chopsticks or you use your hands. Use your hands. So right now, currently, I kind of want to start off this shout out to who that. I want to start this off with the soy, okay? So I'm going to take one out of here. All right, there you go. I'm going to take one out of here. This has, to me, what it looks like, a little bit of cream cheese, I think. Salmon, tuna, and tuna outlaying with a little bit of a tempura flakes. Okay, tempura flakes. So now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be drinking the beer with this. Get a little bit of wasabi, Shout out to all of you. Yes. We're going to use the wasabi on here on the side just to hold it. Right, just to hold it. If you're watching from your phone, it's going to be hard for you to see this, but I'm still putting it up here. Right, hold it with your hands. So you have wasabi in both hands. And now for who dat, we're going to dip this into soy. But you don't want to never dip the rice. Always dip the fish. Here we go. And there we go, dip the fish right there. It looks beautiful. Here we go. I have to tell you honestly, this one's a little bit chalky, a little bit fishy. Not only a little bit fishy, there is a little bit of a saltiness on here. And that soy gives it this complete saltiness. I need more wasabi on the next hit. It's really good. The cream, yes, the cream that we have on there. I think they put a little bit of cream. What is it called? What kind of cream is it? I forgot. I had said it earlier. Here we go. Let's try it out with this beer. Now, beef over here. Who that says, where's the beef? There's no beef in sushi. 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 And for all of you, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. We're going to put this over here. Can you guys see? Look at the beautiful piece. Oof. I dropped that one. Yes, I did. 3-second rule. Good. Put it back then. There was a lot of tempura just fell. Okay, that's good. Either way, it's good. I'm gonna use my chopsticks now. Now, for some of you, we're gonna go with the one thing that I can say some of you want to have: the eel sauce. All right, we're gonna put the beer away. We're gonna go back to this whiskey. And now we have a whole roll over here. Beautiful roll. We're going to go with the eel sauce. Okay, let's see if the eel sauce changes. Now, I'm going to say this. For some of you, we're going to put this soy sauce aside. Now, eel sauce, it is very sweet. Very, very sweet. There's a different taste to it. It's a weird taste, but it's a sweet taste. If you can't experience some of the saltiness that certain whiskeys, right? Certain whiskeys. Shout out to, who was it that said that they can't see? Here we go. You can see. Shout out to all of you. Can you guys see? You can see, can you? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. It is filled up beautifully. Anyways, you can see, yes. Okay. Now this is not a nigiri. So I'm gonna experience this with the last whiskey I had, and I'm gonna put some eel sauce on here. It's gonna be a different experience, and I am drinking this one with this. All right. Shout out to the ladies in the chat room. I'll be drinking it with this. I have it right here. Okay, so first thing is first. Let's take apart this. I'm going to actually use my fingers on this one. Before I use my fingers, let's clean my palate one time. So what you want to do is use a little bit of ginger. Use a little bit of ginger to clean your palate. Okay, clean it completely. Super nice, super sweet. Who that officially told me not to? Who that said she don't like that eel sauce? All right, so we're going to be doing this in eel sauce. Just, okay, who that? We're just going to do this so that we know what's better with the whiskey. We're going to know if it impacts the whiskey. We've been using soy sauce for the whole stream. We've been using wasabi, but I don't want to use wasabi with this. It's just going to be soy sauce. I mean, not soy sauce, just going to be eel sauce with this one. So this one's impacted with avocado, tuna, salmon, rounded up with a little bit of salmon. I believe we have hamachi on the corner. Hamachi. So here we go. Let's try this out with some eel sauce. Now this, it doesn't matter if you dip it in the rice, okay? Here we go. Here we go. This is going to be sweeter and a little bit different. Eel sauce. Here we go. Let's try this out. I think I needed a little bit of wasabi on that one. Here we go, trying out with this whiskey. Let's see if the eel sauce helps out. Shout out to all of you. Let's try this out. That eel sauce. That eel sauce with that whiskey, that sushi. That eel sauce with that sushi, it actually increases. It increases the sweetness on here. I don't taste any fruit. I don't taste any oak. I literally on this whiskey. Now that I'm drinking this whiskey, honestly, all I taste is vanilla and caramel. Vanilla and caramel, and on the back end, it's almost like an underlying the tobacco note that I'm tasting. I don't know officially if I'm gonna have the same experience if I have a soy sauce and wasabi, but currently all the sweetness literally is lingering on this whiskey from me having this with some eel sauce. Now, for some of you, from now on, I'm using chopsticks. Okay, my fingers need a little bit of time off. 125 likes on the stream. For some of you, we're gonna reset my palate, and let's reset my palate with a little bit of ginger. That ginger is so good. That ginger is so good. That ginger is insane. That ginger is insane. That ginger is so good. Okay, let's finish the rest of this. So far, these are actually with this roll. They're good, but I currently feel like that Japanese whiskey we had to put back on here. Let's go back to the Nikka. Let's go back to the Nikka whiskey. Let's go back to that Nikka whiskey. So we're gonna put the Nikka whiskey on here. We're gonna put the Nikka whiskey on here. Nikka whiskey. Let's put it back on here. Let's put that Nikka whiskey on here. Yes, shout out to all of you, Nikka whiskey. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that Nikka. My Nikka whiskey, yes, my Nikka whiskey. Shout out to the chat room, know what's up. This is that Nikka whiskey, real Nikka whiskey. Real Nikka whiskey. How many of you love that Nikka whiskey? Shout out to all of you that like that Nikka whiskey. Hit that like button. Let's get those likes up to 200. That Nikka whiskey is no joke. Real good. Shout out to who that. Now who that we're going to be doing. That soy. We're going to be doing that soy, yes? Shout out to all of you. So that Nikka whiskey. We're going to go back to that Nikka whiskey. Real Nikka whiskey. Real Nikka whiskey. This is honestly one of the best Japanese-inspired whiskey. The master distiller is a Japanese dude, and the guy just did a hell of a job on this one. He did a hell of a job on this. It's insanely, insanely good. Nikka whiskey. Here we go. Here's the name of it. It's really, honestly, one of the best. We could see it over here. Nikka whiskey. Damn. Here we go. We're going to do a little bit of that Nikka whiskey. We could do a little bit of that Nikka whiskey with one of these. So we're going to do start with this. We're going to put I'm going to put a lot. Here we go. Put a lot of wasabi. Wasabi right on top. Now, when it comes to a roll, you still want to dip the roll, the fish. You want to dip the fish. The only problem is for some of you, you always have a hard time to just dip that fish, right? You have a hard time dipping that fish. Still put it sideways. Let me show you. Put it sideways. Let me show you. All right. Wherever the fish is, put it sideways. All right. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button. Tell your friends it's your favorite channel. Subscribe. So put it sideways. And now we're going to dip it in that soy. Shout outs to Who Dat. Who Dat. Here we go. Shout outs to Who Dat. All right. Shout outs to Who Dat. Here we go. Okay. You guys ready? You guys in? You guys in? You guys ready? It's dripping. It's dripping in soy. You got the wasabi on the top. Here you go. Cheers, all of you. That's the perfect. That's a. I gotta relax a little bit. That's the perfect. That's the perfect dip. That is the perfect dip. Forget about the eel sauce. Just forget about the eel sauce. That is the perfect dip. And for all of you, now we're gonna have that Nikka. We're gonna have that Nikka whiskey. Shout out to all the Nikka whiskey lovers out there. How many of you Nikka whiskey lovers out here? Now we're going to have that Nikka whiskey. Here we go. Perfect whiskey to put on stream. Damn Nikka whiskey. That damn Nikka whiskey. Man. Ain't nothing like a Nikka whiskey. This is a real Nikka whiskey. Real good Nikka whiskey. Whoever thought of that name, God knows. That has to be the best bot that I've had. Who dat? Who dat? No more eel sauce. At this point, no more eel sauce. Soy sauce and wasabi is the perfect mix. Hit that like button if you like the stream so far. I think it's the perfect mix. It is insane. It is so good. Again, Nikka whiskey. What am I going to put on here? I should put, you know what we should put? And I'm trying some of these. And we are at $154 on the stream. I should put some heavy whiskey, shouldn't I? This is one of a lifetime stream. One of the lifetime stream. I should put some heavy whiskey on here. Let me erase my taste buds. So for some of you, we're still going to be using the chopsticks. Let's use the chopsticks. Let's use the chopsticks. Here we go, ginger. Ginger erases everything. Okay. For some of you, my favorite peeps on the stream right here. Who dat? Who dat? I think I want to bring out the whiskey of the year. The whiskey of the year to me is Jack Daniels. There's one whiskey of the year that I couldn't put on the stream for all of you because it's a special single barrel and it's fantastic. Who dat says yes, yes. She says yes, yes. Okay, so for some of you, I'm going to put the whiskey of the year on the stream. I'm going to put it with this. How many pieces do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 pieces left. Okay, this is the most viral live stream I've probably done in the last 6 months. And to do that, I have to say, I have to put the whiskey. I'm going to say this right now. The whiskey of the year that I can't put, I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to put it on here. Do I want to have tequila? Of course I want to have tequila with this. But I don't feel like if I have tequila with this, man, you guys have to super chat for me to have tequila with this. We have 7 pieces left. I got to make these 7 pieces amazing. And I got a little bit of ginger left. I had to make these 7 pieces amazing. So there's 7 whiskeys that I would want to put on here. Right? We're going to have to put one of my top favorites on here with this. What you think? Yes, yes. What do you think? Okay, let me do this. And for all of you, hit the like button. Joe Unfiltered member for 14 months. My dude. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number 1. Love the new format. Legend. Hope you guys like the new format. At the end of the day, you know what? I want you guys to see me. And I want you to see my expressions. I know many people thought that I was from Nigeria. Am I from Nigeria? Hell no, I'm from Nigeria. What the hell wrong with you? We're going to put the whiskey over here that I feel is the best whiskey of 2025, but I couldn't put it. There's a reason why I couldn't put it, because all of you can't get it. If all of you can't get it, why am I going to put it? You're going to see. So here we go. We're going to put the whiskey on here. I'm going to have it. We have 7 more bots. 7 more bots. Shout out to Joe Unfiltered. Who that said? Who that with a $50 super chat? She says, do the legendary Jack. Okay, are we going to do the whiskey of the year? Who that? $50 super chat. Huge shout outs to. Huge shout outs to. Huge shout outs to. Huge shout outs to who that? Are we going to do the legendary? She says, do the legendary Jack. Who that? We're going to do the Jack. The number 1 whiskey of the year. Are we going to do the Jack? Are we going to do the Jack on here? Who that? Are we going to do the whiskey of the year on here with one of our bots? Let me know. By the way, I'm going to say this for some of you. We're probably going to do this one again. I'll do this one second. I'll talk about it. This is the toasted. She said, do the Jack. Do the Jack. We're going to do the Jack. We're going to do the Jack. Let's do this. Let's do the legendary Jack. The Jack that she's talking about, $50 super chat, Jack she's talking about is the one whiskey that some of you guys can get. There's no YouTube channel out here saying that Jack Daniels is their best number 1 whiskey of the year. Why do they say that? Well, initially it's just because people want to bloat. They want to show off. And when it comes to you guys in the chat room, I'm not here to show off. I'm here to show you the best whiskey. And the best whiskey of the year in 2025 was Jack Daniel's Heritage. It was the best whiskey. So for her, I will do that. And over here, XX Plural, $5, Reaper. You got sushi on the mind from yesterday. He says, Reaper, you got sushi on the mind from yesterday. Yes, yes, it's okay. So for who that? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. By the way, for all of you, here we go. We're going to do the whiskey of the year with our next bot. And this one is, I want to put this one for whiskey of the year, but I can't. I'll tell you why when I come back. Yes? Let's get that Jack Daniels. All right, for all of you, give me a second. I have something low on here. Let me see something real quick. We're going to freeze for a second, okay? We're going to freeze for a second. We're going to lose a lot of you. Let me check something out real quick. Are we good? Yes. Had to make sure to check something out real quick. Are we good? Let me know, chat room. Are we good? Let me know. Yes, yes. All right, we good. We good. All right. Okay, so let's pour this up. This Jack Daniel's Heritage is #1 whiskey. #1 whiskey. We good. We good. All right, we back. Jack Daniel's #1 whiskey. By the way, I'm going to say this. I might lose for some of you. Our mic is super low. Our mic is super low. That means that I'm not going to be able to interact with all of you. Our mic is super, super low. So this might be one of the last times that I do this. I'm going to make sure to do this real quick, as much as possible. You sound the same. Of course it sounds the same, but we are a little bit low, you can see. That means the battery low. That means the battery low. I went to go check the battery. It means the battery low. And I do know for some of you, I want to be right here with you guys. So for all of you, Jack Daniel's Heritage, let's start pouring this up. So again, one thing we're going to do, we're going to try this out. I've never had this sushi with this. Wasabi. Here we go, wasabi. Okay, wasabi. We put it in wasabi, and we're going to dip the fish on the side with soy. There we go, just a little bit of soy. A little bit of soy. There we go, a little bit of soy. Here we go. I'm going to have it with some of this whiskey. Shout out to all of you. Here we go. That is insane. That is insane. I have to do it again. That is ridiculous. How much wasabi we have left? This is how much wasabi we have left. Just a little bit of wasabi left. Okay, so now I have that. Now we're going to have the whiskey of the year. In honor of who that? On the stream, we're at $200 on the stream. Here we go. Shout out to all of you. Let's try it out with this. It's going to be sweet. And over here, who that says, no one take offense to my ranchiness. I worked 23 years in Las Vegas in the correction law enforcement, and my brain's a little bit different. Shout out to who that. Nobody takes offense. Shout out to all of you. Here we go. If you're ranch, you already know. You rule the chat room. Let's drink this up. Oof. Whiskey of the year with this. Whiskey of the year with this. Oof. Oof. Let me start off by saying this Jack Daniel's is the best whiskey of the year that we put on the channel. We told everybody this is officially the whiskey of the year. I bought a whole box because of it, and I told you ahead of time this might be the whiskey of the year. I tried so many whiskeys this year. I'm honestly, Baumburgers, it was right there. Baumburgers was right there. Also, there was another one that was very close to being whiskey of the year, but I couldn't get it. There was Elijah Craig, the barrel proof rye whiskey. I couldn't get it. They didn't bring it down to South Florida. I had a feeling that was going to be real good. One of the top whiskeys of 2025. Wasn't able to get it. They didn't send it over here in South Florida. And I'm not here to get sponsorships. I'm not here to get samples. We don't do that. If I don't get it, that's it. The company loses. The company loses me for saying. The company loses me for saying that it's a whiskey of the year. We had a lot of whiskeys of this year. Woodford Reserve. I'm gonna say they did a lot of different things. They fell short. A lot of whiskeys this year fell short. But honestly, this Jack Daniels, the best in 2025, the best. Now I'm gonna say this: I'm having this with this whiskey. I'm having this sushi with this whiskey, and honestly, I'm not losing too much of the flavors. Sometimes you do lose a little bit because that wasabi hits. I'm gonna say this: it gives you everything that the Jack Daniels has. That sweetness, that oak, that beautiful, almost beautiful, translucent feeling of having the Tennessee whiskey. You get a little bit of saltiness on this fish and the soy and the wasabi. But honestly, you don't lose anything out of here, right? Over here, daily llama, thank you so much. $5 super champ. Calumet Farms, 10-year, Knob Creek 12-year. That's easy. Knob Creek 12-year, but the 12-year has to be at least a little bit on, yes, a little bit on if you could get one for cask strength. But I would personally say the Knob Creek 12-year is just, the Knob Creek 12-year is perfect. I don't think there's another whiskey for that range for 12-year that is as perfect as it is on that spectrum. I know many of you can get, if you find Elijah Craig, you can get Elijah Craig 12-year, but the problem with Elijah Craig 12-year nowadays are about $100. And so the question was, Calumet Farm 10-year or the Knob Creek 12-year, all day 12-year. The 12-year Knob Creek is one of the most excellent whiskeys out there. One of the most excellent whiskeys out there. Get yourself a Knob Creek 12-year. It's fantastic. Okay, now that I have this we have this I'll put this aside. I want to have this. This is what I want to have. Let's reset our palate with a little bit of ginger. This is a stream. This is a stream. Let's reset our palate. Shout out to Elijah Craig. This is a toasted barrel. 8 years, which I think 8 years is perfect. I don't want too many years on this one. 126.3 proof. This is a private barrel. This is why I'm not putting this in whiskey of the year. But if I could, I would put this whiskey of the year if I could. But some of you can't get this. I'm going to pour just a little bit. So now we're going to do Elijah Craig. 126.3 proof, toasted barrel. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm running out of wasabi. We're going to do the wasabi. There we go. We do the wasabi. There's the wasabi. Running out of wasabi, just so you guys know. Running out of wasabi. We're going to cut this in half. I'm going to put this on the side. So there we go. There is the sushi piece. This one has mainly tuna on the top, mainly tuna. And we got a little bit of salmon in the middle. So we're going to put that wasabi right here. Let's stick it on the side. Let's stick that wasabi on the side. We're going to use our fingers on this one because that's what it is. If you go to Japan, that's what they do. Here we go. It's dripping. I'm going to make sure it's dripping. Shout out to all of you. Crimson. Thank you so much, Crimson, for adding a little appreciation to the stream. Here we go. Let's try this out. That is insane. It's so good. Okay, let's see how it is. Let's see how it is with this whiskey. Shouts all of you. Let's see how that's insane. Let's see how it is with this whiskey. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. This damn thing. This thing. Oh shit. That damn thing you ready? Shit. I just put. I should just put my mask on. I should just put my. This over here erases. This over here literally erases everything. Every little piece of feeling that I got on that sushi. Literally. Honestly. A lot of oak, a strong amount of oak, creaminess. Holy shit. This erases everything that I'm. God damn. This erases everything I'm tasting. This thing's erasing everything I'm tasting. On that. Oh my God. 126.3 proof. I don't even taste the sushi anymore. The sushi was there and it was gone in a flash. I literally had that salty sweetness, that wasabi-ness, that beautiful, beautiful hit of saltiness in that fish that was nice and almost perfect. I had that cream cheese, a little bit of cream cheese in there, avocado, and then boom. I drank this. It erased every single bit. It erased every single bit. Literally. It erased every single bit of what that experience was on that sushi. This is literally one of the most diabolical whiskeys you could ever have. It's a toasted barrel. So you get sweetness. It's almost like if you melted some marshmallows on here and you give it a long, strong oak marshmallow, melted marshmallows. And it's almost like it gives you just a little pop of that. It's like there's some tonka bean on here. There's a little bit of char oak that you can taste, but all around the sweet oak that just makes this experience insane. I don't even taste the sushi anymore. Now, I want to taste the sushi. That's why certainly this Nikka whiskey is real to Nikka. This is a real Nikka whiskey. That Nikka whiskey is insane. Real good. And honestly, I honestly want to take another pour of this, but I can't take another pour of this because we're going to be going for some of these other whiskeys, right? Okay, so currently, I'm going to say this currently, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do rapid fire, yeah? Let's do rapid fire. Rapid fire. I want to go back to, which one I want? Let's go back to the Shin. Before we go back to the Shin, we're going to have a little bit of that ginger. Erase our taste buds. Last time I had this one, it was too sweet. It enhanced some of the spices on that wasabi. We're going to see if it happens again. All right. So again, I'm going to take a little plunge over here. Here's a wasabi. And I'm going to get this one. I'm not using the chapstick no more. No more chapstick. No more chapstick. No more chapstick. No more chapstick. There we go. No more chopsticks. So here we go. Shout out to all of you. Here we go. Let's try this out. Let's see. It's increased that. There's increase of spiciness. So. It's like spicy and malty. It's like spicy and malty. A strong amount of malt. Strong amount of malt. Vanilla. Vanilla maltiness. Saltiness on that wasabi. The wasabi is just increasing. Shoot! That wasabi is increasing. The fish is almost fishier now. It's almost fishier now just drinking this. Damn! So far, I don't know if I ranked this one last place, but it's super, super sweet. If you want a good whiskey that's sweet, if you like that sweetness, and it will increase some of those spices, I'll tell you to get this one. That one is really, honestly, poof. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do rapid fire. We're gonna. We got $200 on the stream. The ginger erases. Ginger erases all that. It just resets your palate. Jay over here in the chat room. I'm going to dress as Reaper for Halloween this here exact outfit. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay. Ryan Quinn, I see you, Ryan Quinn. Ryan Quinn and Jay, both of them. I feel like both of them could be best friends. Ryan Quinn and Jay, I feel like both of them could be such good best friends. You have no idea. I just feel it in my gut. I feel it in my gut. I don't want to say anymore to jinx it, but I honestly feel like Ryan Quinn and Jay could be great, great best friends. Great best friends in the chat room. Anyways, so far this is amazing. I spent $100 on the stream, and we have officially got to $200. $200 on the stream. I think a little bit more than $200, but $200 on the stream. What whiskey has blown me away? Honestly, what has blown me away is this beer. The crispiness on that beer has blown me away. What whiskey has blown me away? Jack Daniels is still really good. That Elijah Craig was amazing. This is the one that blew me away, and I want to go back to this every time. Small batch. This is the one that blew me away. So I'm going to put this over here on the side. That one blew me away. Okay, so we're going to do this again. We have a whole block of whiskey, of sushi. Whole block of sushi. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get a little pick. In Japan, if you're at a Michelin 4-star, by the way, here's this is a wasabi. I'm gonna get more wasabi. More wasabi. If you're at a 4-star Michelin restaurant in Japan, there you go. I put the wasabi right here. They tell you, use your fingers and your hands. So if we go, let's dip this in the soy, and we have some small batch. I'm going to put a good amount of soy. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. Let's try this out. That's so good. It's halfway carbonated say let's try it out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go rapid fire, okay? If you don't mind, I'm not going to review the rest. We have three left, three sushis left. I'm just not going to review the rest. So far, the stream has been such a success. Then we're going to send my palate with some ginger. I'm not going to review the rest. I'm going to enjoy these. How am I going to eat them? How am I going to eat them? Well, you're going to see. Wait a minute, not this. I'm going to enjoy the rest. Chat room, you guys are amazing, but this is my time now. 3 left. I'm going to enjoy the rest. And for all of you watching, thank you for being here. Hit the like button. 150 likes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I took it wrong. I took it down the wrong pipe. This can happen to you. You can take it down the wrong pipe. Holy shit. Okay, I took it down the wrong pipe. No problem. Holy shit. Oh. I took it down the wrong pipe. You saw that. You saw that. This is real live stream. We live. It's a real live stream. I took it down wrong. I took it down the wrong pipe. Okay, now we're gonna use. This is my time. These are the last pieces. Oh shit. That wasabi, damn. Oh shit. Shout out to 700 and some people had voted in the chat room. 756 people have voted in the chat room. And in the chat room, do you like sushi? 50% said yes, yes, yes. 27% said ew, yuck. 14% said in the chat room only if it's cooked. Sushi costs too much money, 9%. 755 people voted in the chat room. Almost 1,000 people voted in the chat room. You guys are amazing. For all of you that have officially voted, thank you so much for voting. You guys are amazing for voting. I'm going to say this. Gotta drink this up. That whiskey is insanely spiced up. Damn. Strong spice and a fruitiness. Strong spice and a fruitiness. Damn. Okay, I'm going to have the last. This is the biggest wasabi in the last one. Okay, last one. Say your goodbyes in the chat room. Say your goodbyes in the chat room. Say your goodbyes in the chat room. That was amazing. What an experience. What an experience. I'm going to drink this up. This is a beer. I'm going to have this ginger to erase everything. What an amazing experience. Amazing stream. Hit that like button, subscribe. Hit that like button, subscribe. We broke the internet on here. We broke the internet on here for all of you. You saw my favorite whiskey on the stream with some sushi. What an amazing. You know what? I need to visit other sushi places and I'll give you a good stream. For all of you, I'm from Miami. Shout outs to the USA. Who dat, the biggest super channel on the stream. We're at 200 and some dollars on the stream. Biggest super channel on the stream. Who dat? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Huge shout outs to the USA. Huge shout outs to the U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force. Battling the aliens over there in the moon. Ripper Crew. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. We're number one. Ladies and gentlemen. Great whiskey to have. What an amazing stream. You guys are awesome. What an amazing stream. What great whiskeys to have. Great whiskeys to have with your sushi. What an amazing stream. The best whiskey on the stream was that Nikka whiskey. Get yourself a Nikka whiskey. The best whiskey you could have with your sushi. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to sign out. This is the most viral video, viral live stream that we've had. Huge shout outs to all the super channels on the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. You have officially tuned in to the most viral channel that you've ever seen. Shout outs to Num Num, shout outs to Farm Kitty, shout outs to April, shout outs to Who Dat, shout outs to all the ladies, and shout outs to all the men out here also that send super chats. Thank you, man. Ryan Quinn, I see you, Ryan Quinn. And for all of you, it's time for me to sign out. Reaper officially. Reaper officially sign out. I'll see y'all soon. Best channel you ever seen in your life? It should be. Hit that like button, subscribe. Hit that like button, subscribe. We are #1 channel, yes? I'll see you all soon. What an insane stream. I'll see you soon. Reaper sign out. Reaper sign out. I'll see you soon. Reaper sign out.